Well, this is our first podcast. It's not our first podcast, but after quite a few technical difficulties and a lot of procrastination, we are here to bring you our first podcast that will hopefully actually end up on the internet somewhere.
And it's the first podcast.
Yes, it is our first podcast.
So this is one take, 1 hour with Mitch and Austin.
And I'm Austin. No, I'm Mitch.
And I'm Mitchell.
Austin.
Okay. So we're gonna start this conversation. So Mitchell and I. So Mitchell lives in my basement, basically.
Yeah, I'm kind of permanent resident, semi-permanent resident.
How often would you say you're here?
Probably 4 nights a week. I sleep in this basement.
He's got his own futon, but
Yeah.
he doesn't fold it out.
Dude. Okay, the problem is when I fold it out, it's not comfortable, and it's just nice laying in it when it's just sitting like a couch. All right. I don't know why everybody has to hate on that.
There's the futon against the wall, and there's another couch that I sleep on most of the time. Even though I have my own bed,
So blue.
I'd rather sleep on the couch.
My vein look really white. What's going on there?
Your vein is. Have you
It's
been
like
shooting
super
out?
white. Why is it
What
super
the
white?
hell? Can I touch it?
Yeah, I don't care. It's weird.
It feels kind of cool.
My left arm isn't, or my right arm isn't like that. My left arm, well, it's only that one. I don't know.
Well, basically, so Mitchell is here all the time.
Yep.
And so the other night we sat down and we were like, we have all this time in this basement together.
Well, hold on. To clarify, this was probably a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. This has been a long time in the works of us mainly me procrastinating on this.
We shot the first podcast and Mitchell would not post it, and people kept coming up to me like, Austin, dude, when's the podcast coming out? And I was like,
soon.
Dude, I don't know. Why don't you ask Mitchell? And then nobody asks Mitchell. And
Nobody asks me.
But basically, what I was saying was we sat down and we decided we were going to binge watch Stranger Things. We've both seen Stranger Things.
But we wanted to restart the series and try to kind of just refresh on it. Now, we started watching it, and unfortunately, Austin and I both have horrible attention spans, to where we get sucked into a show or something like that for a solid 15 minutes, and
yeah,
then we're
and then Mitchell falls asleep halfway through all
yeah,
of it.
I fell asleep at 8:30 tonight.
Yeah, and
now it's 2 in the morning. I'm up again.
Yeah, well, basically, I watched most of it, and between looking at my phone and going to the bathroom and all that, and it's still a wonderful show. It's been out for years now, and it's just truly amazing. I mean,
it is a really good show. The thing I love is the characters are well developed, and coming around season 2, I mean, Steve is probably almost everybody's favorite character, but I like the depth that Steve's character has, where in the beginning he was kind of like this. I mean, he was very suave and very likable, but then it started, you could see his darker side, where he was just kind of hating people, and
yeah.
he just get angry a lot. But come around season 2, he started to be a lot more likable, and
personally, I'm a big Nancy fan.
Yep.
Because something about her character. I mean, she's just a great character. I mean, she's really hot, but she's also a great character.
If you haven't seen the show and you don't know who Nancy is, she is very attractive. She's a good-looking girl.
Yeah. So Nancy, and let's just
Nancy from Stranger Things. If you're listening, hit up my boy Austin.
Yeah. So spoiler alert, basically for this video or
this
podcast.
Is not a video.
Where's the camera? But basically, so it starts off in Hawkins, Indiana. And,
wait, hold on, time out. We can't give up, we can't do that.
No, I want to talk about how I feel about certain parts of it. First of all,
try to just not give away as much as you can. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't seen
Stranger Things, you're living under a rock.
Yeah, you're a bum. I have no.
Another thing, I want to, if we can, because I don't know if my mom's gonna listen to this. Let's keep it somewhat PG.
Yeah,
and anybody who comes on my podcast, our podcast, keep it PG.
I've said one cuss word so
Curse
far.
word. No, it's cool. I think
word.
one curse word per 10 minutes or so.
I'll keep a counter. So basically, there's a bunch of dweebs chilling in a basement playing Dungeons and Dragons. Fun fact: if you know my dad, he looks like the Buddha. He's like an Asian man with a big belly, kinda. And he used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and I tried to get him to describe it to me, and he tried to tell me it wasn't lame and nerdy.
It is.
It is, first of all, and he said, it's just about thinking out of the box. And you wouldn't be able to play it because you're not smart enough. And I said, that's exactly what a nerd would say.
That is 100%.
And then my dad didn't talk to me for the next 12 years. But
we're still waiting on Austin's dad to come back. He left 12 years ago, and he hasn't resurfaced. So we're just waiting on that now.
Yeah, we're waiting on a rebuttal on Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But
Cause it's for nerds. It really
is for nerds. I'm sorry.
And you know what?
It's not a bad thing.
No, if you play it, more power to you. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But
yeah, I mean, I play video games. For a solid however many years of my life, I played Minecraft.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I used to...
all right. I don't care who you are. Minecraft is a great game.
Dude, it's just there's something about digging dirt and then placing dirt somewhere else.
There is just something about knowing these crafting recipes from the bottom of your heart.
Everybody knows.
I mean?
Stick and then steel. That's a steel sword, you know?
Well, yeah, it is.
You put it in the right order. You put it in the order like the shape of a stick almost, and then it makes a sword, you know? Yeah. And then the creepers come at you.
Well, it's not steel.
Put the knockback potion on them. Is it? Oh, I mean, it's been a while.
Dude, but, you are just... Come on now. I played Minecraft probably about a month ago was the last time I played Minecraft.
It's been over a year for me.
Really? I thought I played it recently. Where did I play it? Whatever.
Either way, basically I used to grind on Minecraft and build these, giant mansions, and just, survive the night. And there'd be zombies and stuff, and I'd just be like, dog, you're getting messed up if you come towards my mansion.
You survive through the night so you can thrive during the day.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of Minecraft.
That is really the whole point, really. It's, there's the mining aspect and the crafting aspect, which is like really amazing, just Minecraft,
I mean, that name really does a good job exemplifying what the game is about.
I think it really means, it says something about the creator. He's very straight to the point.
What's the guy's name? Job?
Notch. Yes.
Wasn't there a dude named Job or something that worked on it?
I don't think so.
Or
I think that's in the Bible.
Job was a disciple.
Yeah. Job.
No,
I'm pretty sure Job is the one whose wife turns to salt. Or no, it's just in the book of Job.
I thought Job was like the dude that... Isn't he the snitch that ratted on Jesus for being a godly boy?
No, it's not Job. It's...
Nancy?
I'm going to look it up. It is Nancy.
Nancy
can... Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Well, now we're on the Google grind here.
Who snitched? I'm googling who snitched
on
Jesus. Oh, that's like the second option. when you type in who snitched on Jesus or who snitched, it says on Jesus. And it's Judas.
Judas. Okay, so it's close.
Close enough. I mean, Job, Judas, same thing.
Close enough.
Almost the same thing.
The other when was it? Probably 2 nights ago. Was it it was last night. When was that last night?
I don't know. I don't know what you're referencing.
I bought these cookies.
This is the deal of the century, ladies and gentlemen.
It really is. You go to McDonald's and you order like a 13-pack of their soft baked cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact that my McDonald's never ever has 13 cookies on deck, so they're always fresh. They have to make them fresh. And it's like $5 for 13 cookies.
Yeah.
And they're fresh. They're good.
Yeah, they're good cookies.
They're not they're not bad at all.
And they come out warm, you go in at 11 o'clock, you're freaking, off whatever adventure you were just on, and you're like, I want some cookies. And it's only $5. I mean, you can pay that in quarters. Really.
That's an acceptable charge for quarters.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not dimes. I mean, don't be a bum.
Don't be that guy.
It's like 11 o'clock. They're trying to get out of there.
Dime is a most definitely a Coinstar style,
Yeah. Yeah.
value of currency. You don't spend that unless you're
Unless you're going to Circle K, because you know it's 84
Yeah.
cents to get a Polar Pop.
Yeah.
So you get, you know, your 75 cents out,
of course.
and then you get a dime, and then you just say keep the penny.
Yeah, keep the penny. Keep
don't
that for
be
yourself.
don't be stingy.
Don't take
keep
your penny. Come
pennies
on.
are worthless.
Yeah.
Spit on a penny. No, I don't need that.
No.
I
Pennies are
roll
worthless.
big and deep. All right.
Speaking of which, I had a penny probably a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Under the box of cookies
Yep.
that Mitchell is currently eating, that are 2 days old.
No, they're only a day old.
Only a day old. But
No, but here's what I'm pissed about. I'm gonna use my cuss word here. This is some shit. You buy these cookies, and if the people really don't care, like sometimes if they care, they'll put like this like what is it, like saran wrap, I want to say, or not saran wrap, like wax paper wrap, kind of like that, to like keep the cookies from sticking to themselves. Well, these people that did it the other night when I got my cookies, they didn't care at all about anything, I guess, and they just like they just threw like a cookie pile in there, and now it's like this one big like glob of cookies because they're still like hot, so they like kind of mushed together.
and to be
No.
fair, we were there 2 minutes before they closed.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you don't have to be a chotch and
Yeah,
slap the cookies in the box. Like, come on.
I mean, at least I didn't spit in them.
You just spent time. Like, you're a McDonald's employee. These people just came in, late at night, and you just spent time making them fresh cookies, and you're just gonna ruin them by slapping them in the box. It just
Yeah, no, I've been.
Come on, pay a little attention to your craft. Come on.
Something I've been thinking about, not really thinking about, but something that's come across my plate recently. It's been said probably number of times, probably 2 or 3 times recently, but it's just if you're gonna do something, do it well.
I totally agree.
So a guy that I really respect, good dude. He just said, if you're gonna clean a toilet, clean it with a smile on your face. Do it with a good attitude. Like, honestly, it makes it just 10 times better. It makes everything better. It makes it more enjoyable. Even if you're cleaning toilets, like, that sucks, but do it with a smile on your face and, make the most of it.
Grind it out. Make sure that toilet's clean.
Yeah, be proud. The thing is, you should be proud of the work you do.
Side note. I'm gonna tell this story for you, Mitch, because I think it'll be funny if I say it. So, basically, Mitchell and I don't remember who else was there. I think one of our friends was with us. We were hanging outside, vertical drop, ski and snowboard, whatever. The store in downtown Loveland. The establishment. And we're in the parking lot, doing our thing, loitering.
I 100% don't remember this.
Basically,
I don't know what story this is.
Basically, Mitchell texts his boss and goes, I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna go in the store and use the bathroom. It's not that big of a deal.
The store is
close. He's close with his boss.
The store is closed.
It's
right.
Late,
it's like midnight.
This is like
probably 11.
This is like pre-cookie.
Yeah.
Mitch.
This is pre-cookies.
So we're
this is post.
It's actually post. Yeah. Because I remember because my sweaty cup was leaking all over my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so we're loitering and Mitch goes, I need to use the bathroom. I'm gonna text my boss and go into vertical drop because Mitch can get in there because there's
I have a
ways.
key. I have a key.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but I do.
And so Mitchell goes in, uses the bathroom. It's all good. And he goes, I'm gonna be a stand-up guy. I'm gonna clean the toilet after I use it because Mitch. I respect that. That's that's a swell thing of you to do. And Mitchell goes in and he's just trying to do this nice thing, and the poor kid pours acid.
Well, okay, so the toilet bowl cleaner that we have is like industrial grade high acid cleaner, because up at our other store up in Zanesville, they have like really, really hard water, like very minerally water. So it sticks on everything and it's like gross and crusty. So they use this really high acid toilet bowl cleaner and to get that hard water off. Well, it's not that extreme down here in Loveland. It's pretty normal here, But we still have the same cleaner. And this stuff is like, I mean, it's some pretty bad bad stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's hard.
Yeah, and
You know
so
what I mean?
so Mitch, being the good guy he is, goes to clean the toilet, and something happened with the lid, and it
Like
kinda,
when I poured it all out, it came out like most of it, and I basically emptied the bottle because it was at the bottom of it. But when I turned it back up, it just poured all over my fingers, like all over my all over my fingers.
and then his fingers fell off. So Mitch
Yeah,
has
no, I have no
fingers
fingers.
anymore. You cannot ask for a thumbs up from Mitch
Sorry,
anymore,
guys.
and
No
he
more
can't
thumbs
he
up.
can't close a dap. So if you go in to dap him up,
you gotta close the dab.
yeah, and it's just kind of on like a nub.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got a palm,
I can still
so
clap.
I guess he can slap 5. But
Yeah,
like,
I can still clap and
nothing
high
else.
five, but
No, his hands didn't fall off, but I just thought that was pretty funny that happened.
no, yeah, that was.
I mean,
was,
that's what you get for being nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially
you try to
especially
be a good
to our
dude.
man, the owner of this establishment.
Yeah, I was trying to be a good dude, and
Yeah.
it just but I mean, I was able to wash my hands right after, but even after, like, I could feel my fingers like burning. Like, this stuff is like bad.
Speaking of
It's hardcore.
chemicals, something that I did my freshman year in high school.
What do we got time wise? What are we looking at? 15, 16 minutes. Cool.
60 minutes. That's nothing. We got 45 minutes left.
Should we go? Should we do the whole?
I mean, why
Whole
not? I mean,
thing?
it's like what time? It's 3 a.m.
Oof. I got
so-
work tomorrow.
You're fine.
Should we cut it at 30? Just.
We'll just see where it goes.
All right, we'll see where it goes.
But
So freshman year.
on the topic of chemicals, freshman year, taking honors biology, me being the little nooblet I am as a freshman, we're dealing with some chemicals. We've got some vinegar, some H2O, and some ammonia on the table. I have no idea what ammonia is at this point. I don't know. I just didn't know what it was.
Those of you who don't know, it's cat pee.
Basically. And so, I'm stupid, and I didn't realize that Miss Jones, wonderful lady.
Oh no, not. I
wonderful
hate
lady.
her.
Oh,
She
she's
sucks. What do
she's
you
a
mean?
dream.
What?
She's a dream.
No, dude.
Basically, she at some point said don't get that near your face because it's dangerous. And I think I was twiddling my thumbs or something because I did not hear that. And I was like, all of these liquids are clear. I wonder which one's which. And I go in, stick my big fat nose in the little beaker, and take a fat whiff of ammonia. And I just about passed out.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And
dude.
then Miss Jones yelled at me for being stupid, which is, deserved. But I'll never forget the smell of ammonia and what it's like to feel the darkness close over your eyes. It's pretty scary.
There was one time at Vertical Drop. I don't think I was there, or maybe I was, but I wasn't there during like when this exactly happened. I wasn't in the room, but so the same it's the same acid cleaner. My coworker was cleaning the toilet with this same acid stuff. Well, he was also like he poured the toilet bowl cleaner into the toilet, and then he was like cleaning the toilet like that, the actual porcelain and everything like that with Windex, because that's like all we had. We didn't have any 409 or anything like.
Interesting.
So it needed to be cleaned, so he was cleaning with Windex or whatever. Well, he sprayed the Windex onto the back of the toilet and onto the toilet seat. And for those of you who don't know, Windex is an ammonia based cleaner, and ammonia and acid don't mix well, and it actually. So ammonia and this acid cleaner they mix and they make hydrochloric acid, which is it's mustard gas. So this bathroom just
nom all over again.
smelled like this horrible just imagine like a mustard seed and someone like smashed it with a hammer and then you could get that that smell, but then they like poured vinegar and then fire on it. Like I don't know how that.
Vinegar and fire.
Yeah, I mean it was just.
Let me just get my cup of fire and just pour it everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was just this terrible smell, and it was like, oh, Jesus, and then he didn't know what to do to get rid of it because it was still reacting, so he just flushed it.
So
So
there's some
so
sewer somewhere,
There's
and
a small amount of water somewhere in Loveland that is very mustard
gas.
gassy.
I bet it went down in the sewers, and the Loveland Frogman
Yeah,
got
Loveland Frogman
burned to death. Just the end of that. Just
Yeah.
this guy trying to clean his toilet.
So you know, my word of advice is don't mix Windex with acid toilet bowl cleaner because you'll, or do, you know.
I mean,
if that's your intent,
if you're
but
trying,
you will make
if you
hydrochloric acid.
You know, it's one thing if you like don't like someone like your little sister or something like.
Yeah.
You know, you get that liquid ass and you like spray it and like screw you. But like, if you really hate someone, slap some mustard gas on them. And
if you really hate, I mean, if you want them to die because it is lethal. In certain doses it's most definitely lethal. So, be careful with that, guys. Don't. I mean, I probably shouldn't have shared that information because now it makes it more accessible to people. Because those are things you can buy at Kroger.
Yeah, it's like the anarchist cookbook.
It is.
You know,
that's the Hitman cookbook. Like how to do
for those of you that don't know, when the internet was a new thing and people, you know, there was like 3 things on the internet. One of them was the anarchist cookbook, which is this thing you can download, and basically it tells you how to make like bombs and napalm and like, you know, stuff like that.
Backyard napalm recipe.
Well, okay, so like this guy. So I was listening to another podcast.
Yeah.
This guy is talking about how as a child.
Also, disclaimer: nobody's podcast is as cool as this, except for No Jumper, because it has the name the coolest podcast.
Cody Co. Insanely Chill is also a great.
Whoa! Cody Co. has a podcast.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, it's so
Hold
nice.
up.
He has 2.
Really?
He has one that he does with Noel Miller, which is TMG, Tiny Meat Gang.
Yeah.
And then he has Insanely Chill, which is his. Like
just him.
And it is wonderful.
Wow,
But you know, back to the anarchist cookbook.
Check in on Cody Co.
Yeah, Cody Co is quite the guy.
Yeah.
But basically,
good dude.
This guy was trying to, as a 9-year-old, no, maybe like 11, he was trying to make napalm. got his hands on the anarchist cookbook and tried to make napalm. So basically, what you have to do to make napalm is one of the first steps is you have to boil gasoline.
These are some things that I feel like we shouldn't share with the internet because it's accessible on there, but it's kind of harder to find.
No, but everybody. So like this is on another podcast.
No, okay,
this guy shared his own information.
Right,
so this guy basically was boiling gasoline in his house as an 11-year-old. So just feel lucky where you are. You know that you're not at that point in your life where you're sitting in your kitchen boiling gasoline where the fumes. I feel like basically if a spark went off, the fumes would have all lit and killed him.
Yeah.
So if the toaster sparks, you know, you're dead Timmy. You know,
yeah, I'm kind of under the impression that the boiling of gasoline in your own home is probably not the greatest idea to begin with. But
he's
also,
11.
Well, yeah, but even at 11, I think I had the kind of common knowledge.
I don't know, dude. When I was 11,
just not stink up my entire house with gasoline.
When I was 11, I was quite the child. I
was playing Minecraft. Dude.
As an 11-year-old, I played Saints Row.
Well, you were an anarchist at 11.
Yeah, okay,
Jesus.
so Saints Row is like...
It's an M-rated game, and M-rated is 17 plus, guys, so at 11 years old, his mom and dad were felons.
Well, I actually got it from my neighbor, Big Austin.
Alright, Big Austin's a felon.
My homie.
But Big Austin was like 15 when you were 11.
His dad got it for him, and he gave it to me.
His dad's a felon.
Okay, Saints Row is basically like ghetto-ass GTA.
Oh, it's so ghetto.
It's GTA if it was like... just like super hood. That's like all it is. And basically like you can do things like
GTA's already pretty hood too.
Yeah, GTA is pretty musty and like you can get dirty, but like
especially in 5.
The thing is with Saints Row, I mean, as an 11-year-old having the access to press a button and flip off another character, I mean it's just, you know, that was my life.
That's something that you don't forget.
Then so like I'm playing this game, flipping people off, beating people up with a pimp cane. You know, it's just, as an 11-year-old, I was quite distraught, honestly. You know, Saints Row really changed my life because that's where I learned curse words. 'Cause, you know,
is that really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew some.
I have no idea where I learned my curse words.
Well,
No idea.
I know for a fact the first time I called someone a bad word, it wasn't even a bad word, but I still got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
I was probably 10 or 11, and I had no idea what it meant, but I called a kid a lesbian. It was a dude.
Well, that's not a. I mean, that's.
Yeah,
a
but it was
bad
like
word.
I was 11.
Yeah,
it was weird.
So I guess at that time it was kind of a little less socially
Yeah, and
acceptable
then-
to even say that word.
Yeah, I mean, it was also a man, and he was not gay, so it was just
I
a
think
whole thing.
one of my earliest memories of having a cell phone was just like I got in so much trouble because like this kid, I was fighting with him for I can't remember why, and I don't even remember who it was, but I texted this kid because we're fighting about something, and I was like, shut up, and then blah blah blah, and I just listed off every cuss word I had ever heard my entire life, like all in one text. And it was like one of these terrible like slider phones that would send like 2-part texts, like part 1, like it would do 1 out of 2, and
Way
then 2 out of
before
2.
iMessage.
This is way before iMessage.
You know, like you don't get those long ass
No.
like texts, like girls texting guys.
You get like
how angry they are.
140 characters per text, and if you go over that, then it just sends 2 parts or 3 parts or
Yeah,
whatever.
and then you also have like back then you had like a limited amount of texts you could send per month.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely had like 100 texts a month or something limit. Like it was super low. But I sent this text, and God, I can't remember like how, but my mom like found out about it.
Dude, because they can check the bill. If you check
Well,
the
no, it
bill, you
wasn't-
can like.
It wasn't that. It was like that person's mom knew my mom, and like they told. I don't know. So she found out about that. She like read it all, and it was just like, it wasn't like coherent. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a smooth, flowing sentence of cuss words. It was just like just this total, just. I mean, for
was
lack of
basically a
better
list.
word, I mean, it was
It
just
was
a
a
shit
list.
show of like cuss words. I mean, it
Yeah.
was. It just was.
Just
It was
mayhem.
horrible, and it was so bad. And like, I can't remember what my punishment was, but like, I got in so much trouble for that.
You know, I never like I didn't. I don't want to say I got in trouble a lot when I was a kid, but I definitely wasn't like, you know, golden child.
I was definitely a troublemaker.
But like as so so every 4th of July, I think of this one. It's like the one time I got in trouble and really remember it. I remember like this like sad scene of me in my room looking out the window. I was grounded for whatever reason, and I'm looking out my window and people are shooting off fireworks, and I was like crying because I was like, I just want to be out there.
With them.
And why am I in here? It
Yeah.
was literally like, it's really lame, but it was really depressing to me. And I think of that every 4th of July just because it's like, that's like, I remember that was the worst thing ever that happened to me when I was a child.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely like a troublemaker, but a lot of times I feel like my parents just kind of were like, he'll learn from his own mistakes kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, I didn't get in a lot of, it wasn't like a lot of groundings or anything like, never really been grounded, but like,
Oh, I have.
I definitely like got scolded by my parents a number of times, and I used to get this, you know, the good old spanking every once in a while. And,
Oh, that's the worst. My dad's hands were like steel.
oh yeah, my dad had that just powerhouse of a freaking
Yeah.
arm, dude. He would just swing that thing, and God, you're dead when it hits you.
Oh, dude, and my dad would make me like,
I'm having some back pain right now, man. This is.
really?
Oh yeah.
We're laying on the floor.
Yeah.
But basically, so Mitch and I actually grew up together. So Mitch used to live down the street from me.
Yeah.
You know, Paul Vista Drive gang.
We're like 20 houses away from each other, which is not that far when you think about it, because you have
yeah, it
houses
was
on
really
both sides.
right down the street.
Because I'm 945 and he was 965.
Yeah.
Or I still are, but
I mean, kind of.
Is
Like,
it-
on the same row is only 10 houses, but
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But basically,
and there's a cul-de-sac around it, so
Yeah.
we're pretty close.
Yeah.
All right, we're
And,
definitely walking distance.
so we grew up knowing each other, and Mitch would always ride his bike barefoot down to my house,
Yeah.
which I always thought was
Well,
really
actually,
weird.
No, I stopped riding a bike barefoot after a certain point because my brother like fell off the bike riding it barefoot one time and like totally just destroyed his feet. So I'm pretty sure my mom was like, "You're gonna die if you don't wear shoes." So I started wearing shoes.
But
That's
my-
kind of one of those things you learn from your mistakes, you know.
I always thought Mitch was so badass because just like when he would ride his bike down to my house, that same person, Austin Wood, Mitch would always go, like, on that side of the street. So Austin lives across the street from me. Mitch would ride his bike down to my house and do, like, a little, like a stoppie, like a burnout almost, but, like,
reverse,
backwards.
yeah.
In his driveway, and it would always leave this black streak. And they would get so pissed.
And I would just do
Mitch
it
was
every
just leaving
time.
this, like, black streak. And
Every
I remember
time.
one time they tried to make him clean it off the concrete, and it was, like, not coming out because it's, like, rubber on concrete.
Yeah.
And it's, like, summer, it's hot. And I was like, that's dope. This kid's, like, barefoot, riding a bike, just skirting,
Yeah,
And-
there was this guy, he taught me how to do that. His name's Brady Hansard. Brady, if you're listening to this, I still remember you to this day. Brady used to live in this neighborhood, too.
Yeah, the OG
You
gang.
remember him?
I don't really...
You probably don't even remember him, because he only lived here for, like, a year. But
Yeah,
he was
I don't
like,
think I do.
dude, I remember that kid so well.
The gang, so... it really used to be... Hearthstone used to be a tight-knit group.
Oh, my God,
And
dude.
it was, the core...
It was a gang.
The core four. I mean, it was me, Mitch, Zach Flanagan, and Tyler Michael Bus.
Yeah.
And so, like, there was this, Michael Bus was kind of in it, but not full,
Yeah, R.I.P.
sometimes.
Sorry, Michael Bus. You
Yeah.
weren't part of the gang, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you were. You definitely were.
He definitely sat by me on the bus all the time. He'd always give me those, like, those square gums, like the cube ones.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the ones you get
Yeah,
out of,
those
like,
are
the
dope.
weird tray thing.
Thank
that
you for all of
pop up.
those, because that was dope. But, like,
Oh my
me,
God.
Mitch, and Zach all hit this skateboarding phase at the same time.
Yes.
Zach, a lot. Mitch, more than me, and I was kind of, like, last into it. And there was this one hill by Zach's house. And so,
Hill,
yeah,
hill.
it was... Okay, so, like, it used to be, basically, it looked like a 30-foot straight down hill. And it was, like, just insane. And we would all try to ride, like, bomb it or whatever, like, on a skateboard, and we'd be like, oh, that's sick, and I could never do it. Like, I always jump off and, like, start running. Like, you jump and you start running to keep your speed.
Mm-hmm.
And, driving by that hill recently, it's almost flat.
Oh, no, it's like, I would be confident, riding rollerblades down it at full speed and having full confidence in my ability to not die. Where, I don't know if any of you are aware, but rollerblades are horrifying. I'm just saying, like, you will die if you ride rollerblades.
Yeah, you gotta really respect the dudes. Like, you see, like,
Oh, those
they've
dudes
got the
grind.
they've got the Walkman, and they're,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dancing, and, like,
Okay,
they're
there's one of those
grinding.
guys that, like, comes out in front of my work every once in a while. We call him, like, sometimes we call him Twinkle Toes, sometimes he's Roller Boy. I don't know, it just depends. Oh, we're at 32.
I will.
I don't know, whatever, we'll keep going. But yeah, that dude grinds. Like, he comes out and he's got headphones in and he just dances and he's, like, rollerblading around, man. Dude, go for it. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be a part of that, but
I aspire to be something like that
I don't.
someday. I just want to be, like... No, I don't want to do that. Okay, like, the dopest thing ever. I was in Colorado recently, and,
Oh, wow, big travel guy. We get it.
Colorado.
Wow.
Don't do that in my store. Whatever. Side note. Okay, so, like, not side note. My bad. Wrong word.
Back to
Colorado.
Colorado.
Walking down the street in this town called Breckenridge. Great place. It's really cool.
You definitely never heard of Breckenridge.
Dude, shut up. Okay.
Just so you guys know, you've never heard of Breckenridge. It's dope.
Are you done? Are you
Yeah,
done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, pull your bandana back over your mouth and let me...
Bro, I dumped. It's not a bandana, guys. I got headbands for free. They're like headbands that you can also wear as like masks.
They're like
and
neck
like you can,
gaiters.
they're neck gaiters. But like they're dope. I've been
And
wearing
Mitchell
them.
has been wearing one around his neck for 3 hours now.
Yeah, I don't care. I like it.
All right, but so the point I want to get at is there were this couple, right? You would
I thought you
never...
were talking about skateboard dude with the phone. Tell that story after this one.
Oh, I'll tell that story after this one.
Yeah.
That was dope too. But
That's-
basically, there was
that's
this like older couple, and they were just sitting on this block on this little bench. One of them, the dude was playing a violin, and his wife was playing a flute. And I was like, that's freaking sick. Like, what a combination. Just chilling on a bench, just absolutely grinding away. They didn't even have a hat on the ground for tips. They were just playing.
That's a grind.
That's a grind. Like, they're just, there for the music.
Yeah.
And I just want to be. I want to have like.
They are out here for the culture. They're not out here for themselves.
Yeah, and I just want to be at that point in my life, where I can just do something like that.
That's sweet.
But the story Mitchell was talking about is I was in Denver, about to fly out, so we went to Denver so we'd be closer to the airport and get up early in the morning and fly out. And I was walking down the street. First of all, Denver's a very cool place. I mean,
isn't it also really gross though? At the same
it was
time?
really musty because some people don't understand. Weed is legal in Colorado. Smoking weed in public is not legal in Colorado.
It's not legal anywhere. Well, it's the same thing with alcohol.
Yeah, you don't. You
can't. It's called open container. You can't. Yeah.
But, basically, I'm walking down the street, and there's people smoking blunts and whatever, and talking about weed, and it's cool, whatever. But this guy, right? This is the most swagger thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy had his headphones in, looking at his phone, did not look up. He's skateboarding down the street, backpack on, did not miss a beat. He went down this curb. The curb was probably 7 inches off the ground.
A big curb.
Yeah, it's
not huge,
pretty
but it's a big
steep,
curb.
though. Yeah, for a curb, that's pretty tall.
Yeah, that's big.
And so, just jumps off the curb, doesn't look up from his phone at all, and jumps back up to the other curb. Most swagger I've ever seen. And he just had this little lean, and it was just mind blowing to me, because I've been trying to skateboard, and it's
tough.
It's hard.
No, it's tough.
And this guy was just grinding away like it didn't even matter.
I respect anybody in their own, in their own realm doing whatever their thing is. If you're good at it, I respect that. True. I'm not a wood carver, but I've seen some seriously cool videos of dudes carving sweet statues out of a big log with a chainsaw. I don't know. I'm not in that market at all, and I have no desire to be, but that's really cool.
The only thing I respect everyone's hobbies and all that, and whatever you're into, you're into. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, have a blast. One thing I will never respect people doing is dressing up like horses and racing. I saw that on My Strange Addiction.
No, I think that's hilarious, actually.
No, I don't respect it. No,
I don't respect it.
They were
I think it's hilarious.
this guy was trying to explain it seriously, because he's one of them. And he was saying, so, everyone comes out in their best gear, and they dress like horses. They've got freaking gags in their mouth and whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so they do these competitions, right? And this guy's and they get serious. And people get injured sometimes. They showed a clip of this guy, basically. There's a pole. He's about 10 feet away from him. You're supposed to run down to the pole and turn around and run back, speed,
Yeah.
The guy basically is this 50-year-old man dressed like a horse, running down to this pole, falls over, wipes out, gets back up, starts trotting along, and it's what are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, but the thing is, he's probably not a pro athlete in that, being 50 years old and also just wearing a
that
horse
aspects
costume.
Except physical, I am a wolf.
God.
But yeah, My Strange Addiction is a great TV show.
Yeah, I feel like there should probably be an episode on how somebody's addicted to watching My Strange Addiction.
Really, it is addicting. You just want to know, what is up? What is wrong with people?
Yeah, why are people having these issues?
Okay, well, something I don't understand. Okay, I was talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
This woman.
Oh yeah.
Her strange addiction was drinking urine,
which is just horrifying.
Disgusting.
To begin with.
Her own urine. Okay, so first of all, she drinks it, she bathes in it, she washes her eyes with it, she brushes her teeth with it.
Really?
Yeah, but I think all of that's horrifying. The most horrifying thing is that she pees in a mason jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll keep it in a week for a week or two, so that it gets frothy, and then drink it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and it was so stupid. She went to the doctor, because she's drinking her own pee, and she's like, "What's wrong with me?" And the doctor's like, "Stop drinking your own pee." And she's like, "No." And I was like, "You're so stupid. How do you think this is healthy for you?"
That's one thing.
You know, it's sterile. That's the only thing about urine. It's sterile. But it doesn't. It's not nutritional. You're not getting any hydration out of it. You're not getting any vitamins, any protein, any of that. It's just.
Well, there's
just
no way she's
disgusting.
only drinking her own urine. I mean, she has to drink water.
Yeah, but she's still intaking. I think she said it was like at least a gallon a day of her own urine.
Wow.
Is what she was drinking.
Well, that's really weird to me that she like does the whole like the frothing process or whatever that is. Like
it's disgusting.
Like letting it just incubate in its own.
She wanted
like,
it to be
just,
like milky.
I don't. That's so great. Like that's one thing to me to like. I'm gonna drink a hot cup of pee because it's like drinking a hot cup of tea.
No, it's not.
No, it's more. No, it's more normal.
Okay,
I think to drink it hot than to leave it out for a week.
If we're talking about in comparison to drinking milk pee.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you want milk pee over a hot cup of Joe pee? You know what I mean?
For 30 minutes, I was watching this episode and gagging, and like I can't. Like
I think that's what we have to watch.
It's kind of weird, but like. Sometimes I hold my breath when I pee, because it just, it just smells like terrible.
Especially if you drink coffee.
Especially coffee or asparagus.
What are we at, 40? We're at 40 minutes. If you guys 40. Are still listening, you're real OGs. Shout out you guys.
Love
Thank you.
And
if you are a real OG, you go to my Instagram or Austin's Instagram and go to
leave
our
a like and subscribe.
Go to our fourth recent most post and just type F to pay respects.
so that we know.
Just so that we know
who actually listened to this.
Yeah.
Because we want to pay our respects to you, and we don't have any money right now.
But when we start making money,
maybe when this blows up and we start doing stuff, we'll do like a giveaway.
Yeah.
For the people that are really listening.
It's not gonna be anything. It's gonna be like a macaroni necklace that we made. You know what I mean?
Or like a firm handshake.
Or I don't. It could be one, or like maybe a new car. Something, you know what I mean? It could be like
something
anything
small.
Yeah, something small.
Yeah, but
like my house, or
I mean, really, this podcast is just something that, a lot of people. So like, basically, Mitchell and I just make vines. We don't make vines.
Sorry, we remake vines.
We remake vines because like we find the vines that we think are hilarious and we just want to share them with other people. But like, it's weird if I just post like a vine on my story.
So you have to post them
with
a number of other ones.
Yeah. So you have to just make it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's funnier, it's more personal. It's just like, you can put your own little spin on it.
Yeah.
And, people started saying, like, that's so funny. And basically we were just like, I wonder if we could just talk for like an hour.
Yeah, we could make our own podcast.
If that would be interesting enough for people to care.
So, I mean, if you guys like this and you like hearing our stories, then go ahead and press F in the comments to pay respects.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
It has to be a capital F, though. If it's lowercase, I definitely know that you suck.
Yeah.
So please,
your mother buys you Mega Bloks instead of Legos. Take that back.
Yeah.
Oh, also, something I want to clarify. For anyone that really, like, knows us and, like, hangs out with us, if I do the mimic voice, it's not, first of all, it's not Irish. The mimic voice I'm talking about is like, dude, what are you talking about, dude? I don't do that.
Oh my god, I really don't do that.
Okay, first of all, that started as a prank on this one guy. I'm not gonna name who.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. I doubt you're actually at this point in the podcast if you did listen.
I really don't.
I don't think
that you're gonna make this
they
would
get there. But basically, like this guy, we would just mimic. So he would say something stupid like, "Oh, does anybody have any doogs I could borrow?" Like doogs being dip.
Yeah.
And
Chaw.
I just wanted to clarify that it's not a British accent. It's not me just talking in a high voice. It's me mimicking whoever said whatever they said because it's stupid.
Yeah.
So like if Mitch says something, or I just make something up for Mitch, like, "Oh, dude, I just love cuffing my pants." Like it's just something like that. It's just
Like it wouldn't.
It's
have,
like
I
a
wouldn't
roast.
I wouldn't have to say anything.
Yeah. It's just like a roast
then,
almost.
Yeah.
But
so if you hear that,
just don't be surprised.
Don't comment on it.
Don't
honestly.
come up to me and be like, "Dude, what are you talking about?"
Just let it be.
Just like that. Like it just.
You gotta understand it.
Yeah.
It takes some time, some getting used to, but
yeah, it really does. Like, I remember so like when I first started getting into that, it was really weird. So like everyone did it to make fun of this kid, right?
That's so horrible.
You know, that's a golf thing. Like it wasn't like bullying. It was just like, you know, you mess around. And I remember I used to not even be good at it. Like I would just like say something and everyone would be like, "What are you talking about?" And they would do it and I'd be like, "I wish I was that funny." And it just like, you know, evolved to the point where I just like automatically do it now. So,
yeah, that's how it goes.
So just don't talk to me about it. Don't worry about it. I
mean, you can talk to us about it. Talk to us about it if you like. But
just don't
really,
ask me about it.
We just wanted you to understand a little better where we're coming from with it.
Yeah, and so like Mitchell and I will look at each other sometimes and just say something like really random, like, you know, "Screw you, Tony." You know, like it's just like little
hey,
things.
What's your name?
Yeah, Tony. That name sucks.
That name sucks, Ezekiel.
Yeah, okay, it's stupid.
Screw you, Tony.
So like something like that. Just it happens. It's just like a thing you might not get, but just laugh. It's just.
Hey, you know, everybody has those things with their their respective friends. It's how it goes.
And you know, when you live with someone 4 days out of the week, I mean, you start to get these like little things.
You're pretty in tune with one another.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like we finish each other's
sandwich instances.
Sandwich intensities. That's exactly what I was about to say. But it just honestly, there have been a few times where Mitchell has said something, and I have just like been like, "That is exactly what I was thinking."
I feel like that happened earlier tonight.
Well, I think
it did.
I think you were playing a song, and I was about to put this song on, and you were like, "What?"
Oh yeah, I was like, play this song, and you were like, "That's exactly what I wanted to hear."
Oh, that's dope.
Or something like that. Yeah. That's how it is, man. What do we have? 46 minutes.
46
Jesus,
minutes.
we got 15 more minutes. I don't even know what to talk about.
If you are this deep in this podcast,
You're honestly, a real OG.
You can come over to my house and stay with me and Mitch for a night. That's
you can be on the podcast.
You can be on the podcast.
If you made it this far.
If you go on my first picture on Instagram.
Very first.
And type "I love you," but like do like the SpongeBob like with the beak, like you do like uppercase and lowercase letters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you do that, then
but like you have to start off with like I has to be lowercase.
Yeah. And that guarantees you a spot on the next podcast.
Well, no, that can most definitely like more solidify you a spot.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean,
absolutely
nothing is absolute.
To absolutely guarantee you a spot, you have to go to my first Instagram post. And you have to comment. What should they comment?
Pickle juice.
No.
Okay, have you seen that? Okay, my favorite. No, not even that.
You have to comment. You have to comment just Adidas, just the word Adidas. I don't know why. In whatever fashion you want to do that, and just do that, and then you can probably get on the podcast. But also, real quick, Instagram plug. Follow me on Instagram at Mitch the Wonder Boy. Follow Austin on Instagram at
Austin HUYYNH.
Austin Hoying. And then also you can follow me on Visco at Mitch the Wonder Boy. You can follow Austin on Visco at Austin Hoying. Same
as
thing.
my Instagram. Before I forget,
Don't add me on Snapchat.
Has anyone seen that Vine where it's like it's like this like kind of D-bag looking guy. He's like sitting in the car. He's like doing the little lip bite. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I was waiting on you to make me a sandwich." And he starts like doing this little giggle. And then it's like this other kid, and he's like looking in the mirror. He's like, "I can't sleep because of that Vine." It gets me weak because like it's just Vine was a really gross place like for a while. There's just like people like
there's always just gross people.
Well, you know,
everywhere.
like Weekly Chris, that guy that like Weekly Chris is the worst.
Wait, what's Weekly Chris? What's going on there?
The one where he's like, "Oh, I know you can smile. I've seen that smile. Oh, it's a beautiful smile." It's like,
oh my god.
Just no.
No, that's cringe.
None of that shit.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, but basically
Let's
that's...
talk about uplifting things, not things that are AIDS. Come on now. We got 10 more minutes still, really 11 more minutes.
All right, for the last 10
10 and a
minutes,
half.
we're just gonna hum and try and match tone.
We missed.
Fuck.
Try again. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm getting bored of this.
All right, wait.
Let's do
Guess
something
the
new.
song. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I know you know it.
I'm really struggling here.
Burning It Down by Linkin Park.
I
It's an
don't.
it's an
I don't
oldie.
think I even know that one.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
You don't know that song? That's a really popular Linkin Park song.
I really don't know. I don't know. I might know it.
I mean, you have to.
I mean, Linkin Park is kind of AIDS.
No, but like they were.
What's that one band, Korn with a K? Is that a band?
What?
Korn? I'm pretty sure that's a band. I'm gonna look that up right now. Sorry, you're probably gonna hear some typing on the screen. Cause yeah, we're recording this with an iPhone. Sorry guys.
This audio is being recorded on a red.
Korn. No, there is. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, Freak on a Leash. That was like their most popular song. I remember that. Yeah. God, that is AIDS.
One song that's very dear to my heart and it will never not be is Hey Ya.
Bartender by
Outkast.
T-Pain.
Also Bartender by T-Pain.
I think Bartender by T-Pain's probably your song.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
that's just the song.
I
of
just
you.
always vibe to that song. You know, like there's nothing like putting on a fresh white suit with a Mini Coops and Numb Dubs.
Yeah, you know, not opposed to that.
I'm just like looking for somebody
Hey.
to talk to and show me some love.
If you know what I
Show
mean.
me some love.
Hey, anybody out there listen to Kyle, Just a Picture came out, I guess, somewhat recently, whenever that came out. I don't know when that came out, but that's a banging song, so...
Just puts me in a good mood, honestly.
Yeah,
it's just
good,
like...
No, it's a good feel. It is. I mean, it's like, it's kind of
bouncy.
a sad, like, meaning behind it, where, like, people are too infatuated with their phones and they just don't care to like actually be in a relationship with somebody, and they don't care to spend time with the person when they're with them. Well, if you're in a relationship, you should really find a moment, not necessarily just a single moment, but you know, time in there to dedicate to just that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You really got to be with someone you can talk to.
Yeah.
If you can't sit in a room and talk to your significant other, you know, and have a good conversation, then I don't think, you know, I mean, I'm sure there are times when, you know, you need a minute.
Silence is okay.
Silence is okay sometimes.
That's fine.
You know, everybody needs
100%.
some alone time, especially me. I love my alone time. But at the same time, you need to be able to talk.
You need to be able to hold down a solid hour-long conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, just like what we're doing here.
What we're doing here, I mean, but also like without recording it and just
Yeah, you
finding
just
something
gotta,
to talk
you know,
about.
let it
You know what I
flow.
mean? Like,
Be,
it just comes naturally.
Be interested in what someone else has to say.
Genuinely care about someone else and what they have to say, and you know, how was their day?
If you
Things like
can't,
that, like just simple things, like Jesus, just
if you
just
can't get
care.
to that point, then you're kind of just wasting everyone's time, and you probably shouldn't be with that person, because it just, I mean, not to say that you can't have a casual relationship, but at the same time, you should at least put some effort into someone that you think is special.
Yeah, no, 100%.
This has been Dating Advice with Mitch and Austin.
Of course, guys. Come
So
to
that
us
was
for
our
your-
sub podcast.
Yeah, that was our podcast within the podcast.
Yeah. So that was 4 minutes of us talking about relationship advice.
Yeah, what's it? I don't think that
Not
was
even.
4
It's
minutes.
probably
That
like
was probably like
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Probably
have
more like
had
2.
to pee this whole time.
I
Do you want to? I'm gonna drink it.
yeah. No, that's yeah. Go ahead.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna leave
We're
the
not
podcast.
gonna stop the podcast for Austin to pee.
I'm just gonna pee in my pants.
If we're gonna stop the podcast at any point, if we have to stop the podcast, we have to redo the podcast.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 take, 1 hour with Mitch and Austin.
That's the name, probably.
Yep.
Whatever the name is.
You know,
yeah.
if you have a suggestion for a new name that you think flows
Leave
a
it in
little
the
better,
suggestion box.
leave it in the comments on the picture on my Instagram of me pointing at my butt. If you know, you know.
Is there a picture of you on yours?
There is a picture of me
Really?
on it, my Instagram pointing at my own butt.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm sure you did. Like, you just, if you saw it, you'd be like, what? Yeah.
Leave it in the suggestion box. No, leave it in our DMs, man. Or talk to us in person.
Mitch, what are you going to do in, like, 6 days when I go to college?
God, I don't know. I'm probably just going to record podcasts on my own and
Well,
be
we're
really
going to have to
sad
just,
about
like,
it.
Skype.
Yeah, we're going to have to find a way to do that.
But,
I don't have a computer that works. That's AIDS.
I'm probably about to get one, so, I mean, we can figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But
We'll do a podcast down at UK.
for sure. We'll probably go down to William T. Young Library. It's a really great library. We can just chill there and
Should we record in a library or can we record
Well,
in the
yeah, we
dorm?
can just do ASMR.
Let's record in the dorm, man. That's raw.
I mean, my dorm.
I mean, that
my
is
dorm
raw.
is pretty. My dorm's pretty raw, but like at the same time, the library's pretty dope.
Yeah, we could do it.
We can do
it in a
both. We can do
number of
both.
places.
I mean, I'm sure you'll be down to UK
We could do it in
more
a
than
car.
once.
We could just sit in a car and talk.
We could go for a drive.
Could go for a drive.
We
Well,
could
then
podcast
you don't
all the
want-
way to Columbus.
We don't want the sound to be like too AIDS.
No, but I'm sure it'd be fine.
If we have actual mics, if we get that working ever.
Yeah, well, we have to get
Jesus.
If anyone knows how to split a microphone so that we can have two microphones going into one audio input, let us know ASAP. My phone number, I'm not going to say my phone number, but
Hit us on that DM
on the
Instagram.
DM on Instagram, let me know, because I need to know.
Yeah. It's for
If
for
you
a
want to hear,
project.
if you want to hear this podcast, but in ASMR,
But like, no, not necessarily ASMR. Just way high quality. Way
way
higher
better,
quality.
better quality for sure. Yeah.
Want to talk about that Dyson fan for a second?
Oh, if you don't have a Dyson fan, you
Y'all
need to get a
sleeping.
Dyson. So basically, a Dyson fan is, I'm gonna describe it to you. It looks like a cylinder, right?
It looks like a
With-
big, like a like a deep frying pan, like one of those,
Yeah.
but like without the bottom to it.
Okay. Well, it looks okay. So like
It's
if
just
you
like a
had
big.
if you had a tire, like a plastic tire, and you set it on top of a cylinder, that's what it is. Cause it's
Yeah.
so it's bladeless.
Yeah, bladeless fan.
So basically,
It's
it
all
sucks.
enclosed.
It sucks air in through the cylinder, and somehow blows it out, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's like really innovative.
No, that fan is awesome, and I'm so glad it exists because I get so hot when I sleep down here. That fan needs to be blowing on me 29.8.
29.8.
29.8. 29 hours a day, 8 days a year.
All right. Well, I'm about to piss my pants.
I guess I can close out this podcast while you pee.
No, it'll be all right. I'm just gonna sit awkwardly like this.
We got a little over 2 minutes left.
Unless you want to go to the bathroom with me. Is that weird?
Nah, it's weird. We can't do that. Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe podcast number like 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5, maybe 6.
I don't know if y'all are ready to journey to the bathroom with me yet.
I have no idea how I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, but can you just upload? Can you do that?
I think you can, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna figure out a way to do that.
We can look it up.
Yeah, I guess we can. I'll probably look that up right after this and see if I can post it tonight.
Yeah, if we post it tonight,
Holy
and you're one of the
Jesus.
first listeners, I will actually do nothing because I don't care.
I do. I care, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna say thanks.
I'm busy making me a sandwich. I can't sleep because of that vine.
It's 3:42 and I am exhausted. I have work tomorrow. This is the most AIDS thing
I feel
I've done
great.
in a long
I
time.
quit my job. I don't have a job right now. I have no obligations.
I
and-
also have no money. Ugh.
Yeah, so we're in the same boat, except you have to work and I don't.
Yeah, I'm super broke. I just spent it all. That was my own fault.
Yeah, so hit the GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, hit my GoFundMe, guys.
Mitch is dying of ligma.
Yeah, I have a very serious condition called ligma. Hey, listen. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate you tuning in and listening. Especially if you made it this far, you're an OG. Awesome. Thanks very much.
Yeah, good talk, brother.
Good talk. We hope to do this again. I had a good time. I'm pretty sure Austin had a good time
I
as
had
well.
a wonderful time.
Yep.
Hour went by fast.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah. So, yeah, again, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening this long, making it all the way to the end. You're an OG. We
And we'll,
appreciate it. And
we'll
hopefully,
see you next time.
yeah, hopefully we'll be making more of these. So,
Peace out.
love you.